Yo, what up, people? You are tuned into a new episode of Behind the Baller. We are at episode 78. This is also called the Weekend Wrap-Up. My name is Ben Baller, not Ben Humble, also known as the Asian Gary Oldman. But hold up. That's pre-2000 Gary, though. All right? I ain't talking about them Batman movies, Gary Oldman. You feel me? I'm talking about the True Romance, motherfucking this ain't White Boy Day, Gary Oldman. All right? Don't get it fucked up. Yo, what's good? Let's get right into it. People are losing their minds. For real. All right? These people they can't live in fucking Los Angeles, or especially not New York. The ones talking the most shit, they live in Butte, like Indiana or some shit, okay? And they tripping on this lockdown shit. You know, look, why are you paying attention to the fucking rules? Go ahead and do what the fuck you want. Ain't nobody, because you listen to the fucking governor, like, they can't stop you, right? Go ahead and go out. And you know what? Some places I see citations, some places I don't. I'm seeing protests by dumbass people. But look, man, I get it. I have it different because I have decent space inside my home, right? I know I got food stocked here. And in no way am I rubbing it in anyone else's face. But at the same time, I'm never going to apologize for having more than others, all right? Especially when I fought for mine and worked very hard to get here, all right? I have compassion. But yeah, look, a lot of people walked around in 2019 without any worries, okay? And I have always stressed about having a very good pillow between the pavement and my financial status, okay? I still managed to enjoy my life pretty well too. But what I'm saying is I get it. Even before this, a lot of people were in a fucked up financial situation, okay? I just see it differently. I know poverty exists, but check this out. If you have no legs, no arms, and you can't speak, I still believe there's a way to get money. There's a way to make it happen, okay? Period. Because guess what? People do it. They rise above adversity, right? They're beaten physically. They're tortured mentally. And somehow people have conquered the toughest obstacles life has thrown their way and made it happen, okay? While making sure they take care of their own. Now, I know people are out of work beyond their will. The government has bailed out some companies, and most of those companies have helped out everyone working under them. But the main issue is that it's still not enough, all right? So we got to do better. I just want you guys to know this, like, no bullshit, full transparency. I took every bit of assistance I could, all right? I didn't take it from anybody else's pocket. I didn't take someone else's chance. I didn't take someone else's place in line, okay? I hit every single fucking person that I have any kind of a bill with, okay? Every company I have a bill with. And I asked for a deferred payment. I was like, look, man, I'm having a hard time, blah, blah, whatever, because it's just a smart thing to do. I'm going to sit there with, there are people who have, no, fuck that. Everyone can get fucking help, all right? And 90% of these fucking banks and fucking credit cards and everything, even my fucking car insurance, they granted me that deferment. Some were 2 months, some were 3 months, some were 4 months, all right? So I've had no bills. And at the same time, I had no income for the last 80 days, all right? But meanwhile, remember, I donated, not a ton, but I put out like maybe about $22,000 out of my pocket in Cash Apps and Postmates to about 200 people or so amongst like 3 or 4 weeks, right? And I stopped. I haven't done anything in a while. I might send some out soon. And the crazy part is I've worried here and there. And even though I planned, look, I called this recession a year ago, okay? I spoke about the recession coming last year. And again, this is not an easy thing to plan for, but I did plan for it, okay? And with the assistance of not having to pay my mortgage, so my car notes, my insurance, my fucking credit cards, it's helped me tremendously, right? I haven't tried to take advantage of anyone. But it's crazy now to think that some of these collaboration jobs that I've taken, with big thanks to my agents, thank you, aka E-Ways, Eric, and Matt over at XLSM. these collaborations I've just done recently, and it wasn't like, I was like, okay, well, cool, it's a few G's here and there. Well, not a few G's, you know what I'm saying? It's 5 figures, but still, it ain't gonna pay. I mean, I have a very high overhead, right? And now these collabs that I've done have come as an enormous blessing in disguise. Like, I'm not gonna get into specific numbers, but having an agent will fight for more money, okay? They're supposed to negotiate a better deal for you than you could ever do yourself, right? Yeah, you might have to pay some attorney fees and a fee to your agent, of course, but in the long run, on the major deals, they will get you more. And this Topps baseball card collab ended up now being a huge fucking payday blessing, all right? And it's not that I didn't take it serious. I just didn't read the fine print, all right? I didn't read the directions properly. Okay. And for the first 2 cards, I chilled out kind of, I didn't really go so hard. I thought it was like a limited release, I was like, all right, this is what the numbers are. Boom, buy these cards. For the 3rd card, I knew it was time to stop fucking around. Okay. And now noted, look at Mike Trout is maybe the biggest player in this Topps 2020 project, but I still got Jeter and Griffey in my bag, right? I still got 17 cards coming out and I'm good regardless, but this is a lot of fun. All right. Some of the artists have got butthurt by my brash and cocky behavior, but that's me. All right. I've always been that way. This ain't like some shit like motherfuckers thinking like, oh, he got cocky because this fucking project. Like, you joking me right now? If anything, I've lightened up quite a lot in the last 10 years. Okay. And look, man, I'm really excited to release this Ricky Henderson card next, right? Because he's from the town. He's from Oakland, California, and he's like really from Oakland. All right. And in regards to all 20 cards, I'll be only signing a few players' cards, right? Like, just because it's just something I believe in. Plus, my agents, these guys are smart. They deal with only pro athletes. Me and Don C are the only non-pro athletes that are signed to XL, SM. Anyways, I'm only going to be signing a few different players' cards, maybe 5 max, not the whole 20. And, there's guys, the artists in this group of 20 that are out there selling $1,000 autograph cards, all right? And God bless them, okay? I just personally have to think a little bit more about this. So there's like no kind of repercussion, anything. I got to make sure that these cards hold value for a while, if not forever, okay? And then I want to make sure that they're graded, properly through PSA, even if it's through Upper Deck. And I was kind of conflict of interest with Topps. But anyways, my hands, right, they shake. I'm sure people have noticed, right? And I've had that since 7th grade. And now it's kind of like a slight arthritic condition, right? I have like a slight arthritis in my hands. So I don't know how much longer I'll be able to tag my autograph on photos, pictures, baseball cards, the way I'd like to, how I did 7 years ago when I was doing more meet and greets and stuff. But let's see. I do want to thank you guys, all of you guys who supported. At the end of the day, I broke all Topps records, right? They're records for like, these like 48-hour sales with these, this is like a whole new collaboration type of thing. But my Mike Trout card sold 35,000 cards, all right? 34,950 to be exact. And it smashed the prior record by almost 3 times that, all right? Will this change me? No. Why the fuck would it? All right? I've been down this block in so many different similar ways. The Beckett, I'm sure anyone who's collected fucking baseball cards knows the Beckett Guide, which for over 30 years has been the Bible to baseball card pricing. They ran a story on the front page of their website yesterday, and that's dope. I've been seeing all, the hobby, they call it the hobby, right? The baseball card industry. A lot of the people in the hobby have been talking about the card and everything else. A lot of people doubted me too, I think, because the first 2 cards didn't really understand. And I was like, look, man, I was the first card to release, period. Okay, and I knew what the fuck I was going to do with this shit. But I will do whatever I got to do. I will make a way to keep the value on these cards up. Okay, yeah, the print run was higher than most. Still, to me, is it short print, but okay. Check game. 1, it's still Mike Trout. It's still a dope ass card. Okay. 2, I won't ever do another Mike Trout card ever again. All right. And again, I'm going to do whatever it takes to ensure my card holds up. All right. That's the important part, because I'm sure I'm going to do other deals now. I'm just not going to touch Mike Trout. I'm going to fuck with the Dodgers and other stuff. Anyways, $19 ain't that much. And there are millions of people who didn't get the card. My Ichiro had a smaller print run, obviously, of 1,350 or less. And now that card is selling for over 150. All right. Once I get my Ichiro artist proof graded and signed, I'm going to sign it, obviously, it'll be worth a lot more money. All right. And I bought the motherfucking artist proof from a follower on the resale market. All right. With that said, really, it all depends on who the person is, meaning the artist, the person who owns the thing, right? You might know somebody, you might be a cool dude, you might be a popular kid in your class, in school, whatever. When it comes to bear bricks, for some reason, I get more money selling them in certain things. Sometimes people want to have something that Ben Baller owned. I don't know. A lot of people I heard say, hey man, it's probably the only thing I could ever afford that he's had. All right, and this is what it is, okay? And I've had a history of doing well with anything I've sold, right? So it all depends who it is, right? You don't want to be the guy that sells snake oil, okay? I had a strong brand before this project, but every time I enter a new field of business, there are OG fans of that specific, category, right? Who've never heard of me, okay? And that's a blessing, right? Why would I want to sell only to everyone who knows who I am? Like my market, that's just come on, man, it's boring, right? You want to gain new followers, okay? You want to gain a new demographic. That's how you grow. But yeah, I'm getting serious with these designs, and I'm going to continue to crush them. Some of these guys just don't understand marketing. Some do. There's an artist, Blake Jameson. He gets it. He worked in marketing professionally for a while, but he's smart. He reached out to me to squash some a misunderstanding that we had, and it's all love now. But I'm always here to compete, all right? Don't be mad at anyone making money in the pandemic who didn't hurt, cheat, or steal from anyone, all right? I didn't buy 1,095 masks at $3 a pop and then resell them for $8 a pop. No, that's not me. Speaking of which, I talked about doing my own sanitizer right before this pandemic hit, okay? Right before I broke out heavy in the States, all right? And I've always carried a small travel size sanitizer for years, for many years. And now I finally got mine coming soon. Most of them will be given away to Ben Baller Pod listeners, right? Behind the Baller listeners only. And the rest will be sold for maybe around like $5 ship, which is probably less than what you would pay for at your local store. 2-ounce bottle, 70% alcohol. Remember, this is after tax. And remember, shipping, okay? Shit is legit. And it's dope. And I'm excited to have this thing. Anyways, for today's news, for today's podcast, for coronavirus and COVID-19, it's just pretty much about idiots who don't think a virus is even out there, all right? From my social media pages, it seems as if, when I look at like Instagram and stuff, I think that people on my timeline don't think the virus exists. I mean, everyone in the world saw a packed Huntington Beach area, right? It's fucking crazy packed. People protesting. There was like thousands of motherfuckers out there, right? I saw a gathering in Atlanta, people going crazy in a parking lot, like a mall, like maybe 1,000 people. It was packed. See parts of Michigan, bugging out. Check this out, okay? I think we should make a waiver for these folks, okay, that want to protest and be all against this shit and everything. We should make a waiver for these folks, especially the ones not wearing a mask, all right? You sign this waiver. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. You ain't got to fucking follow no orders, nothing, right? But if you get COVID-19, all right, anything in regards to COVID-19 happens to you, then you aren't allowed to get treatment for it, okay? Is that cool? We'll do this waiver, okay? You want to be out, you want to talk shit, you want, just want to be fucking stupid. Okay, well, inside this waiver says, go ahead and do what the fuck you want, act as if this shit ain't nothing, it's just a fucking flu, whatever, blah, blah. And then if you get it, you ain't get no fucking treatment. You can't go to the hospital. You're just fucked. All right, that's what I thought. But I think spikes are going to go up in Atlanta for sure. They already had like some crazy shit from before. I mean, like the day they opened up, shit got bad and people just ain't paying attention. If they don't, I'll apologize. But I just saw a ton of people acting crazy right when Georgia opened up. And they're definitely closer than 3 to 4 feet away from each other. And like, okay, cool. I mean, that's them. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay at home. and only leave when I need to get supplies or food. And that will continue until maybe even up to summer 2021. 2021, dog, nothing's going to change in my house, period. All right. If I have to leave for San Francisco or somewhere close, please believe I'll be distancing myself. I'll fly private. I'll make sure that nobody is fucking touching me, near me. All right. I'm going to take beyond the precautionary measures to ensure my safety. All right. And that means, again, if the city of Los Angeles opens up this month, nothing changes in my lifestyle until we find a cure or 280 million people or more are tested. All right. Like, I'm being serious. Like, it's just what it's going to be for the rest of the year. How I've been acting now is, I might lighten up, meaning maybe I'll go get Starbucks or shit like that, wearing a mask and make sure the motherfucker touch me, get shot, get stun guns, some shit, right? Anyways, the CIA, right, just revealed documents that China intentionally concealed how serious this virus was so that they could stock up on supplies needed to respond to it. All right. The report also says China held off on informing to the WHO, World Health Organization, that the coronavirus was a contagion. So these motherfuckers didn't even fucking tell the World Health Organization that this was a contagion, right, for most of January. Okay. And they did that so they can order medical supplies from abroad. Okay. China imported a shit ton of masks, gowns, gloves. And now the Intelligence Homeland Security is saying that there's evidence supporting the fact that this shit did come from a lab in Wuhan, China. All right, well, that's fucking great, right? But peep game. If me, Ben Yang, right? Ben Ballers, you guys know me. If I knew how serious this was in late January and early February, then why the fuck didn't anybody else know? Like, what, I'm fucking stupid? Come on, I'm not the only fucking person. I knew someone that was smart and knew, have a business partner that owns a hospital in fucking Hubei district. Why not shut the country down then? Right? Why wait till mid-March? What do we fucking NBA shut down March 11th? Like, if we had done that, and I've said this early on, we could have got a lot of ground covered. We could have been like Hong Kong right now. Okay? Now we got all kinds of strains of this shit running around. Like, with all the information on China, right? All this shit that they did and everything that we're mad about, whatever, and saying this shit on the news. What the fuck are you going to do with it? Okay? What the fuck are you going to do? All right, they withheld how serious it was. They ordered masks and fucked up the stockpile. Okay, they didn't tell us how severe it was. Okay, it's too late. What the fuck are you going to do? All right, that's what I want to know. What kind of fucking repercussions are going to happen, right? I'm thinking on that revenge shit. People are like, oh, you should think positive. No, look at, man, fuck that shit. All right, what are you going to do? Okay, do something. What are you going to do? You're going to ban Chinese citizens from entering the USA? Like, I'm being for real. What do you do? All right, we have all been way too soft lately. All right, too much punk bitch behavior. It's time for some action. Okay, but yes, American civilians should stay at home. I know it sucks, but if you can social distance and not be a dumb fuck and try hard to remember not to touch your face or cover your mouth while talking, obviously also while wearing a mask, then we might be okay as a country. But, motherfuckers don't give a fuck. I see fools in these videos not wearing masks, not fucking whatever. And just, that's the direct way to get it, right? Talking shit, whatever, okay, fine, I mean, no one's even talking about washing their hands anymore, fucking using I don't know, it's crazy. It's going to be so impossible to social distance inside a restaurant, like, for real. But we're going to see. We got no choice, right? I mean, they're supposed to say that my landlord said that we're opening the factory up and opening the store back up May 15th. That's shit, like, less than 2 weeks from now. We'll see. We're just going to fucking see. By the way, with zero correlation, speaking of my store, because I went the other day, I saw my first 5G tower near my store. And it was high up as a motherfucker. I had to take a picture with the iPhone. I zoomed in, and it had a warning, all right, on the fucking big-ass sticker. I seen two of them motherfuckers, like a block away from each other. And it said, AT&T operates antennas at this structure. Above this point, you are entering an area where radio frequency fields may exceed the FCC general population exposure limits. Follow safety guidelines for working in an RF environment. Keep 7 feet away from the fronts of the antennas. Okay, first off, how can anything legally exceed the FCC regulations in a residential neighborhood? Huh? Look, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's going to get bad. I used to go to high school in Beverly Hills, right? I went to Beverly Hills High School. It's a famous school. And one of the things that was well known during the 80s and 90s, whatever, is that there is an oil well pump right at the entrance of our school, right? Right on the motherfucking corner of Linden and Olympic, right? We had an oil well pump at the corner of our school. And during the years I was there and some thereafter, kids in my class and some kids after me, like I think like class of 92, 93, they died of cancer. And they got it from the exposure of that oil well. And there's some class action lawsuit. I don't know all the specifics. I just know one of my boys, Darren Fatoussi, died. My friend Autumn Hagen, she got cancer. Look, man, shit is crazy to me, okay? I actually knew a few people who died from it. And I know a few people who got cancer from it. Anyways, look, man, I don't know what the fuck, that 5G shit, I started looking up, obviously, but that there is no correlation with that and coronavirus. I haven't even heard 5G. I haven't heard any talks ever since the stimulus checks came. I don't know what the fuck you guys are on, but it's time for a break. Miles, please bring that Lakey Lake in real quick. Yeah, that's nice. All right, we'll be right back. So the last few episodes, I've told you guys about our new sponsor, Acre Gold, our official subscription platform for gold. Now, there's a lot of uncertainty with markets, and having gold is important to have just in case shit really hits the fan. Acre Gold lets you make small monthly payments and then sends gold straight to your doorstep every few months. I encourage all of you to sign up so that you're putting money into different formats that will increase during shitty times like these. It's valuable to not just rely on any bank account or paper money. This is something I wish I did in the last recession. Here are the benefits of Acre Gold. It's affordable. You don't have to pay out of your pocket all at once. It's convenient. Physical gold bars mailed to your doorstep. Subscribe for $30 or $50 a month. Once your gold stash reaches the price of a 2.5 gram Acre Gold bar, they will discreetly ship your gold. You're in control. You can easily cancel or modify your plan to suit your needs at any time. Find out more by going to getacregold.com/baller. Acre is the sponsor of this Behind the Baller podcast episode. getacregold.com/baller. Yo, we're back. I had to take a quick CBD break. I had to get some of that Pocari sweat inside me, So right about now, I want to talk about haters, like hating, right? Real quick. You could be happy in life and hate on someone, okay? You could be. It's possible. But let's really quickly dissect that for a minute, okay? If your situation at home ain't good, meaning you aren't eating well, like literally, right? I mean, 2 real meals a day, okay? You don't have like legitimate Wi-Fi, whatever. You aren't able to dress yourself in clean clothes daily, all right? You don't have motherfucking cable TV, you don't have a working car and a job. And like, I mean that for real, okay? And you're on the internet, on your phone, whatever, and you're calling somebody, oh, you're corny, you're a goofball, you're a cornball, and that person's made money without hurting anyone. That to me is the lamest shit that you could possibly do, all right? You have to reevaluate your life. If you're taking shots at someone who's a public figure or famous, who took an L at any point, a year ago, last year, years ago, a decade ago, and when they took that L, you actually, especially you're saying shit when you wish you had the opportunity to even be there, to take the same L that that person did, all right, is fucking ridiculous. It's crazy how stupid that shit is in a real world, okay? You aren't even in the stands, okay? Let alone you're not even in the game, okay? You're not even outside the club. You are watching it happen from your phone and talking shit when your own life isn't in order, okay? Your own life ain't fresh, and you're trying to clap at somebody, or you're usually you're the one starting it. That's so fucking type corny, okay? Look, my life is excellent. People are like, oh, you mad? Mad? I'm mad? Let me explain something since most people don't understand. I have an aggressive voice, even when I type. I could be sitting in a room doing nothing, all right? I could be wearing some Russell athletic sweats that I got from Target. I could be wearing a plain white t-shirt from JCPenney, right? No jewelry on, and just chilling, all right? And people could be like, yo, man, you need to shut the fuck up. You need to be quiet, because I have so much energy, just powerful energy coming off my body, okay? And when I type, people see it differently, even if they don't know me. Look, I'm passionate in how I do everything. When I talk, I have an aggressive voice, but I'm passionate in how I talk about like a sausage muffin, okay? Like I'm passionate about how I talk about fresh, hot French fries. I ain't mad about shit, okay? I ain't mad about anything in life except maybe people who don't immediately drive when the stoplight turns green. Or of course, traffic. Otherwise, I'm a very happy person every single day, okay? So really think about it. If your only happiness comes from that one reply from a celeb or athlete who kind of thought about you because you left an overly extreme rude comment to them, like even if your comment was true and it was a really, really shitty, hateful one, whatever, I promise you, it will disappear in their minds like a fart in the wind, right? That's why the actual successful celebrities continue to succeed, because that shit comes with the territory, and they'll deal with it by ordering their chef. They'll call on their chef like, yo, man, can you cook some of that wild-caught exotic fish, you know what I'm saying, while drinking a bottle of fucking, Rothschild or some shit, $5,000 bottle of wine, and then go fall asleep in their Royal-Pedic bed? Trust me, how you sleep at night is what matters, okay? It's mind-boggling. Like I see motherfuckers talking shit. I'm like, yo, bro, how could you and that's just where the internet is. That's what it is now. That's what social media, people who never accomplished anything in life. Like, oh, you're old. Motherfucker, I've done so much. I'm just saying, I still continue to. Some dude hit me today. I was like, yo, man, I used to manage this rapper, Cicero, who was down with Black Wall Street like in 2005. And it's crazy in the last 15 years how much you've done. Motherfucker, I ain't gonna stop. Why would I stop? Nobody's gonna give me no money. No one's gonna feed my kids and take care of my kids, take care of my wife. Like I'm still old school, My wife don't need to have an OnlyFans page. I'm not knocking OnlyFans. I'm just saying, while I work, I can still work and I have a job, and I'm still doing whatever I gotta do. Nobody has to work that's right with me. I got them taken care of unless they want to, right? My wife has her hands full with the kids. But I just think that shit's so corny. Like sitting talking to me and your life sucks. Like you got holes in your socks and shit and everything. Like, oh, they're happy. If they're happy, they wouldn't put that negativity in their life, period. All right. You know what else is crazy is just hearing about this for the last month is how much child abuse and domestic violence is gone up at an all-time high right now. Okay. What do you guys, what's fucking wrong with you? This is a vacation. And I know, look, if you live in a fucking 800 square foot apartment with 6 people, look, man, life ain't easy. You got to work at it. For me, this is a vacation. And be like, oh yeah, for you. No, fuck you. It's my podcast. I'm talking. For those who can't work, right? What can you do at this time, right? You don't have a job. You're on unemployment or whatever. Maybe you're not even on unemployment. What are you going to do? You're going to be mad for 70 days? Really? Man, there's nothing you can do right now. You got to just sit and chill. Be like, this is unfair. I agree. But what are you going to do? You're going to fucking throw on a ski mask? Okay, man, figure it all out. At the end of the day, you ain't going to win. That's what I'm trying to say. So you got to play that lame ass game. and do whatever you got to do and take them L's or take, and learn from them. Because I damn sure ain't about to take L during this time and during this. It's because look, man, I may have lost some of the small battles, right? But on the big ones, and it ain't about winning necessarily. I'm just saying I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be floating on a motherfucking, during this time. That's not the focus here. This is the time most of us can't ever get back with our kids. This is quality time. I cherish and I can't even tell you. I look at videos of my kids when they're asleep. I look at videos from when London was 2 years old or 1 year old. I look at Kaya. She's more recent. So she still has that baby in her. Ryder's really getting out of that baby stage. London's already a grown ass boy, right? I cherish these times with my kids since, I'm moving around so much. You should cherish them too if you can. You got to make it, what I'm saying? You got to make it right. That's it. Only you could in your mind. I'm considering homeschool. Yeah, I'm considering homeschool for all my kids until maybe high school. Not just this Corona shit. I'm just thinking about it because I'm just man, you know what, man? They're less stressed out. All three of my kids have gained weight, which is good. When they're at school, I got to worry about, someone giving my son fucking peanut butter or some shit, even though it's a peanut-free, area in school, whatever. Some parents forget. I'm going to fuck around and fuck my son up and, put him in the hospital, especially during these times. Just fucking crazy, all right? And I've been thinking about homeschool a lot. And if that shit works out, I'll keep them at home until they graduate high school. I don't give a fuck. I've been reading some amazing, fascinating stats on homeschool. And I was seeing they don't get the social life, this and that, they're awkward. That's not motherfucking true. Because London was super away from kids for a long time. He turns out okay and he likes people, whatever. My son, all my three of my kids are such good kids, man. But I've been getting some amazing information from some of my good friends who've been doing this before the pandemic hit. And look, man, if anyone listening to this podcast here did homeschool, hit me up at benballerpod@gmail.com and let's talk about it on the podcast. All right, guys, it is now that time, all right? This is that segment that I'm beginning to love. What is it, Miles and Jordan?
Jackass!
Yes, it's Jackass of the Week, all right? This segment is brought to you by buylegalmeds.com. They're the kings of CBD and the good dumb fucks of El Dorado County. City, county, whatever. It's by Placerville. It's about 75 miles from Sacramento. It's a little cafe called Cafe El Dorado. Very original name for a restaurant in the city of El Dorado, California. And the restaurant is owned by this jackass lady named Cherie Baldrige. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce her name, or Baldrige. And Cherie said, fuck this quarantine stay-at-home order. I'm about to be evicted and lose my life savings and be homeless. And she decided this weekend to open her doors for full-time sit-down meals. Okay? The takeout, thing, which wasn't working out for her. She was only pulling 10% of her typical revenue. And so Cherie Baldrige said, no, I can't pay my bills. So fuck the order. I'm going to risk some lives and I'm going to open up from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. People want to have a home cooked type meal and sit down and enjoy their meal, not take out. She said, I'm not opening because I'm greedy. I'm opening because this is my life. She said most of her customers are senior citizens, okay, who want to slowly enjoy eating their meals there. She considered serving on paper plates upon reopening, but she decided her regulars would be upset about it. Oh, really? But she has one area in the 25-person restaurant, right? It's 12 tables, that will provide sanitizer for their guests. So nice of her. She posted on her Facebook page that this decision to go against the stay-at-home order is a matter of survival. Okay? She said that she received more positive comments than negative ones. And on Friday, she served over 100 people and had to close an hour early because they ran out of food. And she said social distancing just isn't possible. If you want to come in, come in. If you don't, then don't. A customer said she was about 2 feet from someone else while eating her meal and wasn't concerned at all. It's time for California to open up. Baldrige said she opened up after getting 2 eviction notices. She received a letter from the county about complaints and to please not offer sit-down meals. But again, she said she has to eat and pay her bills. This is my business, and I have the right to keep it open. Okay. So where do we start? Because like I said, there's there's 3 sets of jackasses in this story alone. Okay. First one obviously is Cherie Baldrige. Check this out, Cherie. It sucks. All right. You are one of 26 million people who are out of work. You happen to be a business owner though. So, like look at there, right? There's other things, there's insurance, there's other things you haven't maybe exhausted or tried, or maybe you didn't know. And, you just want to be frustrated and to be mad. That ain't going to answer shit. You trying to find a solution. Look, I know there's other people in your position. I'm telling you right now, everyone that I know that's tried and didn't, they did after someone helped them out. Or, and why should I help? I got my own issues. Again, if everyone took care of their own shit and figured out a way to handle their own responsibility, this world would be a different place. Okay. But Cherie, Miss Baldrige, or Ms. Baldrige, I don't know. Look, you said that most of your customers are senior citizens. All right. All it takes is one motherfucker from Sacramento to be driving over there, whatever it is. But see, you're worried about your bills and everything else. Okay. All you have to do is infect one single person and have it come from your restaurant. Okay. And then guess what? You're fucking done. All right. You're not only out of business, but you're going to lose in court when you get sued. Okay. And then you'll be paying a judgment off until you die, because it's probably going to be for a shit ton of money. All right. Because you went against an order. So you're admitting fault because you went against it to say, don't open, but you did. Like, it's not fucking fair. No shit. All right. But regardless, it's reckless. Even if your county doesn't have many cases. Okay. There was an outbreak in Sacramento. All right. There are currently 53,000 cases of COVID-19 in California. I know you're an hour and a half away from Sacramento. Okay. Whatever. Or hour. Look, man, there's over 2,200 deaths. I'm sure that death toll is way higher, but you, ma'am, are just a true jackass.
Yeah, jackass.
A rebel without a brain. All right. The city and state should cite your stupid ass just to show you. All right. And this is not about money. Okay. And I know for you, it's all about money. It's about saving lives. Okay. You couldn't wait 2 more weeks. Okay. That's just fucking crazy. The next jackass here are the customers. Stupid as fuck. Like that one bitch. Oh, I was sitting 2 feet away from motherfucker. And then they're probably like, oh, well, they were an Asian. What the fuck does that mean? There's more fucking, it's just crazy. People have the stupidest shit, right? You don't have a single sign at the restaurant asking customers to wear masks. No one's wearing a mask in this fucking, nobody, not one, okay? I hope you don't have a public restroom there. I pray to God you don't have a public restroom there. All right, it's fucking scary, okay? You got to implement that. If you're not going to check temperatures or social distance, you got to make sure you get a motherfucking sign to make sure people, but you know what? This is the crazy thing. All it takes is someone to sneeze while they're eating and banzai, you're done. Okay? And it doesn't matter because look, you can't eat with the mask on. So it's like, it's just a fucked up situation and we're just, everyone's trying to figure it out, but you don't want to wait. You want to be, fuck this. It's my right. It's my life. The last jackass in this sad situation is the fucking dipshit fuck ass landlord. Like, bro, really? I get it. You're fucked up. You got to get your money, right? You got to get paid. But you can get bailed out from your mortgage, all right? You could hit your mortgage company up and easily get that shit handled, okay? I don't know what this chick is talking about. She said evictions. Look, man, Gavin Newsom went on fucking national television and said, so did Trump. They both stated there will be no evictions. No evictions will happen in 2020, okay? So it's back to this dumb bitch Baldrige. Fuck are you talking about? This whole shit is a big mess. You dumb, ignorant, stupid, selfish bitch. Yes, selfish. Not greedy, but not thinking of safety. Okay? I don't hope you or someone in there catches coronavirus, but damn, you're gambling with it. Pretty heavy. Okay? Now, death, I don't know. Right? All I'm saying is all you need is one person to get fucked. And it's just, no one knows yet. Okay. Have you guys got tested over there? Probably not. All right. Deaths aren't really going down there, right? But they're still at, overall, okay? Overall in America, the overall death toll on a daily basis is not down, okay? We're still in a fucked up average. But yeah, you know what, Miles? Cue the Jackass sound once again.
You jackass!
Anyways, man, that was some just, man, I got to find a Jackass that's not, related to coronavirus. And next week I will. But I had somebody, but then one of the listeners sent that in to not just me, but then Miles saw it and Jordan saw it. And I just really think about like the ways, I saw another girl on Twitter today and she was just like, you're telling people not to feed and bitch, what are you talking about? Where the fuck are they going to feed? Everything is shut down. No one can fucking open up. And then, I had Jordan Schachtel on my show 2 weeks ago and he knows a lot about this, works for Homeland Security. And he's like, look, man, we shouldn't be locked down. There's no stopping this. If there's no stopping it, why the fuck would you want, what I'm saying is, it's different. I say, look, if you're going to be a trash man, be the president of trash man. If you're going to work at Subway, own the Subway, work hard, end up owning the franchise, buy a few more franchises, okay? But on the opposite end of this, if you have a burn, you have a cut on your leg, why are you going to pour gasoline on it? You know what I'm saying? If there's a small little fire in your house, why the fuck would you pour gasoline and make the fire just take the whole house down? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. And like, man, the repercussions of the economy and this, that, man, somehow, some motherfucking way, we just have to get, this is just some bullshit. Anyways, look, we're talking about food and restaurants. I want to get in a different mind space right now. I hit two of my favorite spots in all of LA County this week for takeout. All right. One was Rio's Pizza in Pico Rivera. Shout out to my boy Chewie Quintanar and my boy Eric over at Deer Eye Studio. Chewie's done some badass tattoos on me, man. Rio's Pizza, to me, has the best pizza I've had in 40 plus years of eating pizza in LA County, period. All right. They got one in Montebello too. I don't know how legit that one is, even though it's the same ownership. The one in Pico Rivera is just fucking insane. All right. The dough is good. Fucking a ton of cheese on there. They don't do that. I don't know what the fuck is up with people. I'm talking, when I say for real, imagine if you get a good place that has a lot of cheese. Now imagine 2 or 3 times that. And they put a gang of pepperonis. Anytime you get any kind of toppings, they put mad toppings. Next up, I had to hit Tot again. I didn't even fucking know this. Tot has a website called littletokyorestaurant.com. And I hit them again for that katsu sando. And this time I got that sukiyaki donburi with the fucking egg. Man, that shit was so fucking fire. Look, yes, sukiyaki. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I broke my no red meat diet, right? That rule was meant to be broken, and I was fine. In very slight moderation, I'll continue. Maybe twice a year, 3 times a year, maybe never, I don't know. But I'm saying I wanted to get some sukiyaki. I had it. My stomach wasn't that fucked up. And, I already mentioned Tot is one of my favorite places to go eat in Los Angeles. As for entertainment this weekend, I didn't get to finish that show Outer Breaks. I will try to get to it, Chase, if you're listening. Maybe not. He's listening. I don't know. But I did rent a movie called Black and Blue with Tyrese and this other chick. I forgot what her name is. She was the star of the movie. But it's about a crooked police station precinct in New Orleans, Louisiana. And it was all right. It was watchable, right? The movie could have been 30 minutes shorter. They dragged that shit on. It was kind of obvious. And it was actually really obvious. It was really predictable, right? So Black and Blue, I don't suggest it at all, right? I just saw that Billions has a new season, right? It's on Showtime, right? And I've been wanting to get back into the show, Billions, but I can't fuck with that dude, the lead guy, Bobby Axelrod, the dude who plays that. The star of the show is just, I don't know what the fuck. He's like the only person to me who fucks up the show, and he's the star of the show, but everything else is cool, right? The storyline and everything is just himself. I wish they could have replaced him with someone cooler, like Steve Buscemi or someone more. He's just this dude who looks like a fucking, he just looks like a dude who gets beat up every day. Anyone, right? I can't pinpoint it. But anyways, in other entertainment news, Universal, right, announced that Trolls 2 did almost $100 million off streaming at home only, right? They were doing it for $20 a pop. I was one of the fucking people. That movie sucked. And since there wasn't a revenue split, right, they didn't have to share with fucking movie theaters and everything else, Universal pocketed about $75 million of that. And I'm not mad at them. Good for them, right? But AMC theaters was pissed the fuck off, right? And I get it. AMC's going through it right now. They've been shut down for 6-8 weeks or something, 8 weeks. And AMC theaters is super mad. And they said when movie theaters do open back up across the country, they will not show any Universal movies. I feel them on that. I'd be hurt and whatever, and it's just crazy. There's only a problem. What's funny is that one of the biggest AMC theaters is at the Universal CityWalk, right? And I've happened to go there once in a while to the CityWalk. And look, how the fuck is that going to work out? You're on a Universal property. I don't know. You guys know how I feel, right, about this whole movie situation. Even though, look, I love going to the movies, all right? Shit, let it be. The CEO of Universal said that once the pandemic ends, they'll go back to streaming and showing their movies in theaters and streaming. Showing movies it's a streaming and showing movies in the theaters. And I don't know. I'm torn because I'm on both sides of the fence. I don't know. I feel like I'm one of the very few people that have said that. I've been saying this for a long time. I wish the movies came out the same day in the theaters as they do at home. And they still don't. Only Trolls was. No one really came out with the major theatrical thing, right? Let's see what happens to this new Fast and Furious movie or Mission Impossible or Bill and Ted. Shout out to my boy Kid Cudi, right? When Bill and Ted comes out, hopefully it comes out. Well, I'm pretty sure it will, but we'll see. But look, before we get out of here, I wanted to discuss something, one more thing. This is just there's no one solo on that ass. There's no fan questions. There's no guest. It's just me talking that shit, all right? But I went on my IG Live this weekend, and this one girl who is a hairstylist, right? She has a stripper pole inside her home. And she lives in Encino, California, right? You ever see Karate Kid? That's where, I forgot what the fuck girl's name was. Anyways, for those of you who don't know, Encino is the Beverly Hills of the San Fernando Valley, right? And this girl who comes on my Instagram Live once in a while, she always has a girl over there and they dance on the poles. They got music playing. They're chilling, okay? But I get idiots in the comments. I get haters. I get a bunch of fucking retards, okay? And they're like, what are you doing? Oh my God, what's your wife gonna say? Is she gonna be mad? Blah, blah, whatever. Listen to me, man. I'm not entertaining bitches. They ain't getting fucking naked. Look, man. You gotta be, okay? You wanna go DM my wife. It's so weird. You gotta be open in your relationship, period, okay? I don't care if you're dating or if you're married, all right? You should both be able to openly compliment in a classy way, okay? Or admire the beauty of the opposite sex, all right? I don't give a fuck. My wife is like, oh man, Channing Tatum is fucking so handsome and fucking Charlie Hunnam he's so hot and blah, blah, whatever. It's like, I could never, ever be in a relationship with someone who was super jealous or super insecure. It would never work. That's why some people, when they see certain things and they thought things in my past, be like, oh, this person, but no, I ain't butthurt about shit. All right. And going back to, admiring somebody and being like, oh, Rihanna's dope and this now, or she's pretty and blah, whatever. Look, there's no thin line, right, between this shit. There's obviously a line for sure. Okay. But you not being able to watch a sexy bitch on your phone or open up Pornhub at your house, that's a problem. Especially if you're doing it in the privacy of your own, you have no kids around, nothing, right? Stop with the lame shit, okay? My wife hit me up yesterday and she was like, yo, why did 5 people DM me your live? Did you pull out your dick? And I was like, no. I was like, she's like, all right, you didn't pull out you didn't say, what'd you say? You said you didn't say something stupid. And I was like, no. She goes, all right, no conversation needed, ended. All right, let's end it. All right. I didn't tell none of them bitches on my live, oh, you're hot. Damn, you sexy, man. Yeah, bitch. Turn around. I didn't say none of that shit. You goofies are ruining my Instagram lives for the rest of the people who actually enjoy going on my live. And anyways, with that said, we are done. If you haven't seen my DeBeers campaign, Rare Jewels, Diamond Producers, then please go to realisadiamond.com to check it out there. They are the largest diamond company on the planet, and they chose me, which I'm beyond honored. All right. Again, most of these guys that you see who are jewelers on Instagram aren't even in the discussion. They're not even on the person's radar. These people don't even know who the fuck they are, and they get their diamonds from them. All right. So understand what matters and what doesn't matter. All right. Quick paper or long paper. In this game, in the jewelry game I'm in right now, you just can't have both. All right. Believe me, you need to cater to one crowd, right? And you can ease up on one thing, but you just can't cater to that, man. I can't even say the word, man. Anyways, please tell your friends to subscribe to BTB. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't listened to the episode with DJ Fluker, you should, especially if you're a Seahawks fan or a football fan. You ain't got shit else to do. You should pick up some free game. Obviously, there's a lot of episodes that you can catch up on quarantine. We still got a few weeks left. Some of you motherfuckers got another month left. Look, I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Yo, Lakey, take us out of here, homie.